in LA in game 6, trying to get back home for game 7. Magic Johnson guarding Ja going to the bucket. We are currently going into the 1986 NBA draft. Let's see what team drafts Ja Morant. All right, now the Dallas Mavericks got the first pick. Will they take Ja with the first pick? They do take Ja Morant with the first pick. So Ja joining the Dallas Mavericks. So today we're putting Ja Morant in the 1980s, 1990s, and we're trying to see if he can succeed in this era. You know, like there's been a lot of talk recently. Well, I guess not recently. It's been like a couple months ago. Like we're done with the 90s, everything like that. Just saying like how the players are so much more athletic nowadays and talented is basically that argument. So we're putting Ja Morant, one of the most, actually probably the most athletic player in the NBA, and we are going to be putting him in the 1980s to 1990s to see how he'd survive and to see if he would dominate. Now Ja Morant is not coming into a bad roster at all. We got 86 overall Ja, 84 overall Ronaldo Blackman, and 92 overall Mark Aguirre. It is currently the 1986 season. Michael Jordan is on the Chicago Bulls. Like the rosters are all correct. Michael Jordan's a 97 overall. Larry Bird's on the Celtics. Magic's on the Lakers, and everybody is pretty much in their prime. I mean, Jordan's still kind of out of his prime. It's a little early, but yeah, Ja Morant is going to be competing against some of the best 90s, 80s legends of all time. So we're going to see how he does. All right, first season's over. Magic Johnson just won the MVP, putting up 21.1 points per game, 8.1 boards, and 11 assists. So basically averaging a triple-double. Ja Morant winning the Rookie of the Year, putting up basically 17 points a game, 4 boards, 6 assists. He did struggle from 3, only shooting 20%. Byron Scott won 6th Man of the Year, and Jordan winning the Defensive Player of the Year, putting up 33.6 points per game, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. And the Mavericks actually had the best record in the NBA at 67-15. The Mavs' highest overall, Mark Aguirre, did make the All-NBA second team, putting up 25.8 points per game. So the duo of Mark and Ja are the one-seeded team in the Western Conference. Now, these first series in the Western Conference are best of 3. Or not best of 3, best of 5. So whoever wins 3 games first does win the series. So the Mavs are up 2-0. So this is a closeout game for the Dallas Mavericks. 2-1, 3-1. The Mavericks close them out. Let's check the closeout game box score. Mark had 30. Ja had 22, 7, and 11. Only on 11 shots, too. Shot 8 from 11 from the floor. So played a really good game. And now we got the winner of Seattle versus Portland. The Bulls actually just got bounced by the Hawks in the first round. So we cannot get a Jordan Ja matchup just yet, as they got the Portland Trailblazers in the second round. This Portland Trailblazers team is better than a 5 seed. We're down 2-0 to them. 2-1 series, 2-2. Let's check the box score. Ja Morant with a 35-point game as a rookie in the playoffs. And like I said, this Trailblazers team is better than a 5 seed. They got Clyde Drexler on it. And I mean, the rest of the guys are okay. Who is that's not Denzel. I was gonna say Denzel Valentine and somehow glitch into here. But yeah, the rest of this roster is pretty decent. They do got Clyde Drexler. I mean, that's like their best player, 92 overall Clyde. 2-2 series, big game right here for the Dallas Mavericks. They're able to take it, going to a game 6, trying to close out the Trailblazers. They did just close the Trailblazers out, 87-86. Ja Morant with only 12 points. And now we move on to play the Los Angeles Lakers. Ja Morant is only a rookie and making his first Western Conference Finals as the 1 seed playing the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, this Lakers team is a tough squad, but we are up 2-0 on them. Ja Morant with a 30-point game in game 2. What did he do game 1? He had 12 points in game 1. So Ja Morant seems like he kind of just plays to his role, and his team needs him to go score, so he goes and scores, because he's been bouncing back between like 10-point games, and then he just goes for 30 randomly. But looking at this Lakers roster, I mean, this is Magic, Kareem, James Worthy. This is a really good team that we're up 2-0 on. Lakers take game 3, 2-1 series, 2-2 series. The Lakers are starting to come back, 3-2 series Lakers, and now we're gonna have to play 2 elimination games after being up 2-0. Mavericks face an elimination. They're down 2 points right now in LA in game 6, trying to get back home for game 7. Magic Johnson guarding Ja going to the bucket and dunks it, tying the game up 97-97. A minute and 11 seconds left, so the Mavs need to stop. Johnson down low in the post. I mean, that's just a mismatch. Ja cannot guard Magic down there, and Magic makes a tough layup. And now Ja Morant's gonna have to go try and get a basket right back. Ja Morant was open for the 3, did not take it. Let's see if he can get by Magic. He's going baseline. Magic is locking him up. Ja Morant going up, and he misses. Magic just locked him down. I mean, Ja is only a rookie. He's not really a super high overall yet. I think he's like playing up to an 88 right now, and they're just attacking this mismatch. Ja Morant cannot guard Magic, and that's probably going to be the game. I'm not even going to watch that. That's most likely the game. Mavs lose by 2 points. Ja Morant with 26 points. Mark with 17, and that's how the #1 seeded Mavs season ends in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, that Lakers roster is is absolutely stacked. And now they go ahead and play the 76ers. Is Charles Barkley on the Sixers yet in this? Yeah, he is. So Charles Barkley, Moses Malone, Julius Erving. Let's see if the Lakers can win it all. So hit simulate round. The Sixers actually come back from 2-1 and they win. Moses Malone winning the finals MVP. Let's move on to next season. Ja Morant's only a rookie and made the Western Conference Finals. Ja Morant is already up to a 91 overall in year 2. I do not know why he's on a 2-year, $446 million contract. That is glitched out because the highest paid players in the league right now are making like $6 million a year. So I gotta fix that, or else the Mavs are not gonna be able to make any moves at all. I don't know how he's on that big of a contract. I don't know what happened. How did that even happen? You can't make. He's making $217 million a year. All right, it's fixed. He's on like a rookie contract now. I don't know what that was. Dude was making more money a year than anyone has ever made in the NBA. I think the most people someone's ever got paid in the season is like $50 million. This dude was getting paid $200 million a season, and by year 4 he was getting paid $300 million. Jordan winning the MVP this season, 33 points per game. So Jordan is definitely starting to get into his prime. He also won the Defensive Player of the Year as well. Ja Morant winning the Most Improved Player though, putting up 22.9 points per game, 8.1 assists. So he went up on his assists a lot, right? Yeah, last season he averaged 6.3 assists. I was thinking he only averaged like 4. He still did go up though in every category. He's playing up to a 93 overall now too as well. Let's see what seed they got. I actually do not know. Let's see if he got an All-NBA team. He did get on the All-NBA second team, and it's only his second year in the NBA. So the future's looking bright for Ja Morant for sure. They got the 1 seed in the West once again over the Lakers. Hopefully they can get their revenge. I'm gonna hit simulate round because we should get through these 2 first series pretty easily. I mean, we're the 1 seed. I don't even know who's on the Seattle Supersonics right now. Is that like Gary Payton in them? No, it is not. It is definitely not Gary Payton in them. I didn't even realize the Lakers went down to the Rockets in the first round. We don't even gotta play the Lakers, but we might have to play the Bulls if we win this. We got to get through the Jazz first though. I don't even know who the Jazz have, to be honest, on this roster. They got Karl Malone, they got Stockton. So yeah, a really good roster. I mean, they got some real predators on this roster. You see what I did there? Predators, you know. All right, but we are 1-0 on them right now. I didn't even see what did Ja go for in game 1. I was too busy looking at their roster. Ja didn't really do anything. 9-9-6. I mean, that's still a really good stat line. Why did he only play 16 minutes? What's going on? Did he foul out? Did he get hurt? I don't know what just happened right there, but we just adjusting his minutes. He's playing the recommended minutes now. 41 minutes a game. 2-0 lead for the Dallas Mavericks. 3-0 lead for the Dallas Mavericks. Can we get the clean sweep? We can. Only lost 1 game on the road to the finals as the Bulls and Pistons are over here battling. The Pistons take game 6, or they took game 5. They forced the game 6. They're up 3-2. Let's see if Chicago can win at home. I actually want Chicago to win. I want to see a Jordan versus Ja finals matchup. I'm sure we'll get a bunch of them throughout this video, but we can get our first one now. That'd be cool, but it looks like we're not going to. The Pistons win by 20 points. Jordan had 38. I mean, look at Jordan's roster. Jordan's roster is terrible, and the Pistons are kind of stacked. They got a pretty good roster over here. A bunch of walking felonies. These guys are going to hack Ja Morant whenever he gets in the paint. But Ja Morant and the Mavericks do take game 1. Mark had 29 points. Ja with 12, 8, and 11. So Ja is dropping like not triple doubles, but he's getting close there. Maybe a couple more years he might be dropping triple doubles as the Mavs take game 2 of the finals as well. Ja with 33, 6, and 11, 2 steals. Can we go up 3-0 on Detroit Pistons? We go up 3-0. Ja Morant is going to win a ring in only his second year in the NBA. It's looking like, unless they blow a 3-0 lead. Moment of truth right here. 4-0. The Dallas Mavericks win, and Ja Morant wins a finals MVP. So Ja Morant coming into the 80s/90s period and absolutely taking over. 23.3 points per game, 6.8 boards, 8 assists, 1 steal, winning the finals MVP in only his second year in the NBA. Ja Morant's 3rd year in the league. It only took him 3 years to win his first MVP. 24.6 points per game, 6.7 boards, 9 assists. I'm sure Jordan probably averaged more points per game, but Ja Morant affecting the game in other areas with almost averaging a double-double and almost kind of averaging a triple-double. I mean, 3 boards a game off of a triple-double at 6'2". And Gregory Lee, the Mavs coach, I don't know if this is the real coach back then. I'm guessing it's not, but they went 66 and 16. Ja Morant up to a 95 overall, winning the All-NBA First Team award. Michael Jordan not even on an All-NBA First Team. All-NBA Second Team for Jordan. Let's see what he averaged. He averaged 31.2 points per game this season. I mean, his roster over in Chicago was actually still awful. Ja Morant came into a pretty good situation. I mean, he had a 93 on the team, some high 80 overalls, and then 80 overalls throughout the team. Like, let's go look at Jordan's roster. 99, 86, 84. I mean, this roster is getting better. I mean, his roster is definitely improving. Still not great. We got Denver in the first round. I mean, I'm just going to hit simulate round. We should get through them. I would think I tried to pause it, but we went to game 7 with Denver, or game 5. I'm always gonna call it game 7, and we barely win the series. Ja Morant with 22, 5, and 10. That'd be a disappointing way to end the Ja Morant's MVP season. His first MVP season, losing to the 8th seed in the playoffs. That'd be a bad look. But we got the Houston Rockets, who just knocked out the Lakers last year. They were just up 2-0 on us. We took game 3, 2-1 series, 2-2 series. We're able to tie it up. Ja with a 29-point game, and now it is a 2-2 series. So come on, lock in Mavericks. This is a big game to take. They do not take it. We got to play 2 elimination games in a row now. And I think I just saw Jordan's not even in the Eastern Conference Finals. I could be wrong, but off a quick glance before I hit the simcast, I think Jordan just got knocked out of the playoffs. But Ja Morant's got to get focused on not getting knocked out of the playoffs. It is a really close game right now. 106 now with 1 minute 18. I cannot talk right now. I'm like stuttering. 1 minute and 18 left. Let's hop in the game and watch. All right, 106. It is Houston's ball. Let's make this not like last game 6 that we played in. I forgot already who knocked us out, but it was Ja Morant's first year. It was the Lakers, right? Yeah, the Lakers knocked us out in game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. So Ja Morant in game 6 don't have the best history. Ralph Sampson just got a bucket. I mean, he's like 7'8". How could he not score, right? Ja Morant, though, bringing the ball up. This is a tough matchup for Ja, because in the paint, it's going to be really contested when he gets to the bucket. You got Ralph Sampson at 7'4", and Hakeem, one of the best big men of all time, at like 6'11", 7 foot. Ja Morant, though, with a good pass, hits off Hakeem's ankle. That better be the Mavericks ball, right? They don't. Okay, it's the Mavericks ball. I was going to say Hakeem was pointing like it was their ball. I'm like, there's no way. Ja Morant was just open for 3. Number 41 did not give it to him. Ja Morant pulling up, and he knocks down a 90% contested jump shot. I don't know how that went in. I'm using like realistic NBA sliders so they can hit more contested shots, because you know how 2K is, like they don't let people hit contested shots, and that's not realistic. Players hit contested shots, but that was a really contested shot. I don't know about 90% contested, but that was a contested shot, and Ja Morant just came up big. 108 though. They need a stop, and it's going to be tough to get a stop because you literally have the Twin Towers down the paint. Hopefully they don't give it to him, but yeah, they go right to Hakeem. Hakeem putting it up. That was a terrible shot, and Ja Morant's coming down the floor full speed, pulling up for a super tough shot again. Ja Morant, that boy is locked in. What? How did he just hit that shot? How did he hit that shot? How did he hit the last shot? I don't know, but Ja Morant's locked in. Ja Morant wants ring number 2, and obviously they're going to Hakeem. Hakeem isoing number 41. Hakeem with the post hook, misses. Hakeem just took 2 bad shots in a row, but then somehow steals it from Ja Morant. Hakeem with the ball. They're passing it around. They're trying to get a shot. There's only 10 seconds left, though. It's a 2-point game. That turnover was key. That turnover might be the reason we go to overtime. Ralph Sampson isoing like a point guard off a pick and roll with Hakeem. Hakeem misses another shot. Hakeem just missed 3 looks down the stretch. I mean, they're all really contested. I don't know why he took most of them, but the Dallas Mavericks are going back home for game 7, and Ja Morant helps them advance. I do not know how many points Ja Morant have. Let's go see. Ralph Sampson just had 36. I mean, at 7'5", is that even impressive? I don't know. 36. I feel like if I'm 7'5", I'm scoring like 60 a game. But Ja Morant has 17 points. Mark Aguirre had 19. Blackman 18. So the trio getting it done, all scoring what they needed to do to win the game. Not Ja Morant's best game, not his worst game either, though. And yeah, the Bulls actually got knocked out in the first round by the Pistons. How the Bulls and the Pistons matched up in the first round, I got no clue. But we got a game 7 between Houston and Dallas. In Dallas, another really close game. 2-point game with 7 minutes left. Mavs pulling away, though, up 6 with 1 minute and 30 left. Let's see if the Houston Rockets can bring it back a little bit at all. It does not look like it. It looks like the Mavs are going to be advancing and coming back from a 3-2 deficit. They do. Ja Morant with a 25-point game. Aguirre with a 26-point game. And the Dallas Mavericks are advancing on to the Western Conference Finals against the Golden State Warriors. They're up 2-0. Let's check this Warriors roster. They got Chris Mullin, Purvis Short, Sleepy Floyd. I mean, a decent team, but I think the Mavs roster is actually a lot better. Ja Morant with 31, 9, and 10 in game 2. Only shooting 16 shots. I mean, Ja Morant is shooting really efficient from the floor. 11 for 16. I mean, it seems like every single game he's shooting not too many shots. Like, we haven't seen him take 20 shots in the game at all, and he's still putting up like 30 points per game and averaging a triple-double. So up 2-0. Ja Morant doing his thing, helping the Mavs win. Game 3, let's check what Ja did in game 3. 14, 5, and 13 for Ja Morant. Can we get the sweep on the Golden State Warriors? We can. I don't know how that team made the Western Conference Finals over like the Lakers and Jazz. Hey, but we'll take an easy little Western Conference Finals. And now I think we're gonna have to play the Detroit Pistons again. We are up 1-0 on Detroit, up 2-0 on Detroit. Can we 2-peat? Up 3-0 on Detroit. Let's check what Ja's been doing throughout these games. 22, 9, and 9 in game 3. In game 1, he had 29, and then let's see what he did in game 2. He had 22. So he's been the leading scorer every single game. The closeout game against the Detroit Pistons, we cannot close them out. 3-1. 4-1 though, we do close them out. So Ja Morant just won the MVP of the season, won a ring, and then wins the finals MVP. So it's safe to say Ja Morant is kind of taking over the league if he has not already. 25.4 points per game in the finals. Let's get on to next season. Ja Morant not able to repeat as MVP. Isaiah Thomas taking home the MVP. Ja Morant did not make an All-NBA first team this season. Jordan did get on it though, 31 points per game. Ja Morant made the All-NBA second team, putting up 23.8 points per game, so it went down a little bit from last season. Nothing too crazy though. We got the 1 seed once again though in the Western Conference. That's really all that matters. Up 2-1 on the Charlotte Hornets, and we are not able to close it out. We're actually going to a game 7, I guess you could call it, against Charlotte. It's a close game so far in the third quarter. They've been going back and forth. We're actually down 5 in the fourth quarter. Are we going to get eliminated in the first round as the 1 seed? There's no way, right? All right, we're coming back. 3-point game, 5-point lead. All right, so 3-point lead with 30 seconds left. Let's hop in and watch this final 30 seconds. Mavs ball 33 seconds. For some reason, Ja's not in. I'm guessing he fouled out. I hope he fouled out. I hope they're not sending him. Aguirre down low in the post, trying to put the dagger in the Charlotte Hornets. He does. That's going to be the game. Let's check if Ja Morant fouled out before we send him to the end. Mark had 34 points. Ja was 16. Yeah, Ja Morant did foul out. Okay, I was going to say, if they're sending him at the end of the game, they must want to lose. Here we go though. Dallas versus Seattle Supersonics. Seattle takes game 1. Dallas takes game 2. 2-2 series right now. 3-2 Dallas. Can we close them out? We do. And now we're facing against the Lakers once again. First time against the Lakers in 2 seasons. Jordan, the Bulls got knocked out again by Atlanta. I don't know what's going on over there in Chicago, but Jordan's hooping every game. I guess his teammates are just selling him. I don't know. 1-1 series right now between the Mavericks and the Lakers. 2-1, 2-2, and the Lakers take a 3-2 lead. We're gonna have to play 2 elimination games in a row once again. We've been here before though, so we can't worry about it. Up 9 in the third quarter with 10 minutes left. Lakers are starting to bring it back a little bit. All right, Mavs are up 7 points with basically a minute left in the game. Can they close it out? They can close it out. 112-105. Let's check the box score. Magic with 27, 13, and 12. Ja with 32, 3, and 15. And we're going to a game 7. Game 7 is in Dallas too, so Dallas does have the advantage, and it looks like they're using that to their full advantage. They are up 10 points, up 9 points now with 25 seconds left, and they're going to close the game out and move on to their third finals in a row, trying to get the three-peat. Mark with 33, Ja with 22 and 11, and they're playing the Pistons again. They played the Pistons the last 2 years, right? So Pistons have not been able to take down the Mavericks. Does not look like it's going to be too different this time. 3-1, 4-1. Ja Morant with his third finals MVP already. 18 points per game, 10 assists. So averaged a double-double throughout the NBA finals. Scored 16 in the closeout game. Let's see if he had like any like 40, 30-point games. It does not. Wait, hold on. That was the Pistons box score. We got to go back to game 3 just to make sure. I don't think he had any like crazy games. He did not, but he did his thing throughout the whole finals and did win the finals MVP. So he has 3 rings, 3 finals MVPs, and an MVP under his belt at only age 23. Ja Morant taking home his second MVP already, bro. Ja Morant is running the league right now. 3 rings in a row. 2 MVPs out of the last 3 seasons, I think it was, or was it 2 out of the last 4 seasons? I don't even know anymore. Ja Morant, though, facing the Golden State Warriors in the first round of the playoffs, and right as I said, he's taking over the league. They're down 2-0. Can they come back 2-1? And they get eliminated. Hey, the run had to end sometime, right? I don't know how they just lost to the Golden State Warriors, but they did. Ja Morant with 22 in the elimination game. Was Ja Morant getting sold, or was he the one selling? He had 28, 8, and 8 in game 1, 30 points in game 2. They still lost both of those games. Game 3, he had 27. That was the game they won, and then 22 in the game they lost. There's going to be a new NBA champion. Jordan got eliminated over there by the Philadelphia 76ers. Jordan's really struggling. I mean, the roster that he has is not great, but not making it out of the first round 3 years in a row. And some guy named Winston Garland. I don't know if this is like Darius Garland's long lost uncle or long lost like grandpa or something like that, but he won the finals MVP, and the Bucks take home a ring. Magic winning the MVP this season. Larry Johnson, Rookie of the Year. Ja Morant not able to take home another MVP award. Magic winning it this season. Ja Morant not on the All-NBA first team either. He is on the All-NBA second team though. And the Mavericks actually do not get the 1 seed for the first time, I think, in Ja Morant's, actually entire career. They have the 2 seed playing against the 7-seeded Denver Nuggets. They are up 2-0 on them right now, up 3-0. Let's see what Ja did. Ja had 28 and 12 in the closeout game, and the Chicago Post just lost again, bro. What is going on with Jordan? All right, I actually just hit simulate round. I stopped it. They won the first 2 games though. They're up 2-0 on the series, and they just lose the next 2. They lose the next 3, and the Mavs are facing elimination once again. Down 6 with 3 minutes left. Are they gonna get eliminated again? They're down 5 with 54 seconds left. Is not looking good. Down 7. That's gonna be the end of their season. Dallas losing, as Ja Morant with 26 points, just not enough to get him over the Suns. The Suns Suns actually win an NBA Finals. Scottie Pippen winning the Finals MVP. Scottie Pippen joined the Suns. And Ja Morant going home ringless for the last 2 years after starting off with a three-peat and 3 Finals MVPs and 2 MVPs, right? He has 2 MVPs. So the question is Ja Morant slowing down? I mean, the guys around him are kind of getting older. Mark's like 33 now. The rest of the team getting older, but Ja Morant's only like 25, 26 years old. So I don't know if he's slowing down, but I think the rest of the team might be slowing down. They're still looking good during the regular season right now, though. 25 or 24 and 16. Let's see how they can finish this regular season. Hakeem winning an MVP. I think that's his first MVP that he's won. Shaq winning the Rookie of the Year. Shaq got drafted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, so we could get a Shaq versus Ja Morant rivalry in the West. Ja made the All-NBA second team, putting up 25.1 points per game, 8.8 assists. Let's see what seed the Mavs got. The Mavs actually got the 6th seed. So the Mavs are actually kind of doing the opposite of what we thought they would do. They're kind of going downhill. They're down 2-0 to the Blazers, 2-1. Can they bring it back? They can. We got a game 7. The Mavs, though, do come back and win the game 7. They win by about 30 points. Let's see what Ja did in game 7. Ja with 32 and 15 in game 7, moving on to the second round. And they got the Lakers in the second round. This is a tough series. Jordan getting eliminated over there once again in the East. What is going on with Jordan and the Bulls? Mavs are up 3-2 right now on the Lakers. Can they close them out? They cannot. We're going to a game 7. Mavs up 7 points right now. They're gonna close out game 7. Is looking like they are able to. Ja Morant and the Mavs making it back to the Western Conference Finals. Ja basically dropping 40, 10, and 9. So Ja Morant's really starting to carry like the guys on the Dallas Mavericks as they're getting older. This team's really stayed together pretty much in all, but they're down 2-0 right now to the Houston Rockets. Okay, we do not go down 3-0. Usually if you go down 3-0, you know, you're gonna get swept, but we got a 3-1. We got to try and bring it back. We cannot. We go down 4-1 to the Houston Rockets. David West, is that David West? No, Doug West. I was gonna say David West wasn't even probably like 14 at the time or like 13, but Doug West, some guy named Doug West, I have no clue who this is, just dropped 36 points. He averaged 15 points or 13 points per game during the regular season, and then comes in here and drops 36 to close us out. Ja with 18, 3 and 8, and we have a Hawks Rockets Finals. The Rockets 4-0 the Hawks. Hakeem winning the ring. So Ja Morant comes back the next season after losing the Western Conference Finals, drops an MVP season on him, 27 points per game, 6.6 boards, 9.5 assists. Shaq winning the most improved players on the Wolves. So let's see if the Wolves made the playoffs this season. Let's see. They did. They actually got the 1 seed in the Western Conference, so we could get a Shaq versus Ja matchup in round 2. But first, we have to beat the team that just knocked us out last season and won the ring. The Houston Rockets. We're up 2-0 on them right now, though. 3-0. Minnesota's up 2-0. Can they close them out? They cannot. Can they close them out again? They can. And we got a Minnesota versus Dallas matchup. Michael Jordan. Let's clap it up for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan just made it out of the first round for the first time in about 7 years, I think. And they won 1 series of Dallas, Minnesota, 2-1 Dallas, 3-1 Dallas. Ja Morant with a 38, 12, and 12 game. How was Shaq doing? 25 and 8. Let's check the games. Ja had 31 in game 1. What did Shaq do? Shaq had 22 and 17. Shaq had 40 in game 2. Ja had 35 in game 3. Shaq had 23 and 9. And then game 4, that was the one we just saw, right? Yeah, 38 points for Ja. Let's see if Ja Morant can close Shaq out. They can. 4-1. Ja Morant closing Shaq out, telling Shaq it's not his time yet. It's still Ja's time in the Western Conference, as Ja, just as you saw, I don't know if you guys saw, I kind of did it quick, but Ja basically dropped a triple-double. He was 1 assist short of a triple-double, and Jordan and the Bulls do make the Eastern Conference Finals. Can we please get a Jordan versus Ja Finals? Everybody wants to see it. And both series are in game 7. How does that happen? I don't know, but we're going to simulate both of them with the Simcast. We're going to hop into this Bulls game and watch. Come on, Jordan. Come on. Lock in and get this win. We need a Jordan versus Ja Finals. We need 2 games to go our way, and it looks like the first one's not gonna go our way unless Jordan can bring him back. He cannot. Down 10, he falls short to the Celtics. So if we do win this, we're gonna have to go play in the Celtics in the NBA Finals. But we gotta win this game first. The Suns have a really good roster. They just won the finals like 2 seasons ago with Scottie Pippen winning the Finals MVP, and it's only a 3-point game with 2 minutes left. Mavs up 4 with 57 seconds left. Still a 4-point game with 20 seconds left. That's most likely the game. It is 118-114 win. Ja Morant, he went for 30 points and 12 assists. And we got the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. The Mavs take game 1. Let's check the Celtics roster out. They do still have Larry Bird on the roster. They also got Tony Kukoc on the roster. It's a good Celtics team, but I think this is going to be ring number 4 right here for Ja Morant, if I'm going to be honest. 2-2 series, 3-2 series for the Mavs. Can the Mavs close the Celtics out and get Ja Morant his 4th ring? Well, not this game. They are down a lot of points right now. They lose by 12, going to a game 7. Larry dropping 32, Ja with 31, 1, 9, and 10. We cannot sell ring number 4 like this. We cannot do it. Our roster is better than we have the best player on the floor because Larry Bird's getting old, but it's not looking good. Down 14 with 6 minutes left in the third. Can we bring it back? Do not choke ring number 4, Ja. Down 12 with a minute left. That's going to be it. Ja Morant just chokes ring number 4. Larry winning the finals MVP. How old is Larry? He's getting old. He's 37, and this dude just dropped us off in the finals. Come on, Ja. All right, and Dallas is a 6th seed in the playoffs this year. They did kind of struggle this season. Down 2-1 to the Sacramento Kings. 2-2. We get eliminated. Guess who did not make it out of the first round as the 1 seed? Michael Jordan. You guessed right. As the Pacers win the finals, Terry Mills winning the finals MVP. I have no clue who that is. How did Chris Webber just drop 35.7 points per game? He just won the MVP though. But as you guys see, the Mavericks are kind of going downhill. They didn't even make the playoffs this season. So good thing is we're going to get a good draft pick, but they are going downhill. Let's see who wins the finals this season. Jordan got 3-0 swept in the first round, man. Jordan, the Bulls just been straight up struggling as Michael Williams wins the finals MVP. And with the second pick in the draft, Kobe Bryant still falls to the Lakers. I was hoping, since we had a bad season, we get in the lottery. We have the 7th pick. I was hoping Kobe could join Ja Morant, but this draft class is stacked. Who we're going to take at number 7? I think it's going to make me choose. It is going to make me choose. I don't know who to pick. There's a lot of good picks. I'm going to take a Gauskas because we need a center. And Chris Webber just put up, like, this is almost an identical season, is it not, to what he just put up? 35.7 points per game. He did. I mean, it's different rebounding and other things wise, but 35.7 points per game. Chris Webber just getting buckets over there in Cleveland, I guess. I don't know. Ja Morant actually matching up against Shaq. As we were just saying when Ja Morant beat Shaq in the like second round of the playoffs, that it wasn't Shaq's time yet, and now Shaq is the 1 seed and Ja's the 8th seed. So it looks like age and stuff might be starting to run his course, but maybe not yet. 2-1 Dallas, 2-2. We're going to a game 7 with Shaq, and Ja Morant and the Mavs are coming up short in game 7. So it's not been a great last couple years. I mean, Ja averaged 37.2 points per game throughout the playoffs and put up 31 and 17 in this game. And I mean, the rest of the team just didn't really do too much, and the T-Wolves do beat the Heat. Shaq winning his first ring.